What's up, guys? It is John Muscarello from Side Hustle Experiment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a six-figure e-commerce seller. I sell on Amazon and eBay. I sell used books and media, and I also do online arbitrage, and that's going to be a big focus for me in 2022. On this channel, we talk everything about making money on Amazon and eBay. And if you're into that, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. Like the video. In today's video, we're going to break down for me what it would take for you to do $1 million in sales on Amazon. I have not personally did this, but I'm getting probably close cumulatively after the couple of years I've been selling. But how much you'd have to do in sales, basically just a breakdown. This video kind of came up because I was sitting down to do planning for 2022, kind of what goals that I want to hit. And I had a number for 2021. I didn't hit it. There's just a lot that went into that. You know, the restock limits really hurt me. I thought I'd have a much different business right now, but I'm in the middle of pivoting. So instead of going full force on books, I'm kind of taking a step back. So that definitely played a role. But can't make excuses. It is what it is. But one of the biggest reasons why I think I struggled a lot to hit the number is I didn't really know the metrics. Like I had a kind of a number in my head, and it wasn't like, oh, this is what you have to do this month. This is are you there? Are you behind? Like, where should you be this month? So I am decided, I was like, it'd be cool to do $1 million in sales. It's more important what you take home, but just throwing a number out there. So I was like, okay, so what would that take? So that's what we're going to cover today. So I have a little whiteboard here. So what would it take? So per day, you'd have to be doing about $2,739.72. All right. So that would be per day. Per week, it'd be $19,178.08. And per month, it would be $83,000, $333.33. So how do you get to those numbers? You basically take 1 million divided by 365, because that's how many days are in the year. Then 1 million divided by 52, because that's how many weeks are in the year. And then 1 million divided by 12, because that's how many months are in the year. So that's kind of the numbers. And like looking at those, and this is the point why I'm making this video, I was like, oof, like 83,000, like that's a really big number for me. Obviously haven't got there yet. But knowing that, it's like, oh, okay. Like it almost like grounds me where it's like, okay, like reality set in that like it's not like this pie in the sky, like, oh, I'm just going to make $1 million and work hard. Like, no, like, how are you going to hit that 83? It gets you thinking much differently. So that is kind of the breakdown of what it would take. So now that you know, like, in month, and again, that per month, obviously, is just an average. Like, some people do a lot more business in Q4 than they would, and there are slower months, there are busier months. But this is just kind of what would have to happen every month if everything stayed the same. Still good to know. So when I was talking to my friend who was able to do, they actually did this, they hit 1 million. I was just like, I'm trying to figure out how much I'd potentially have to spend in order to do so. And they estimated they spent between 200 and 300K, which I think is pretty accurate, I would think. Usually when you're looking to buy stuff on Amazon, it really depends on what you're doing. But I'm really looking for things that are a third of the price. So if it's selling for $15 on Amazon, I'm looking to buy it at $5. Obviously, this really depends on the weight of the item. Is it oversized? A whole bunch of different things go in there. But that's just kind of a general, kind of, I don't know, little math to look for. If it's really late, you could almost get away with like selling it for $10 and buy it at $5. It just really depends on the product. So, right, you have to know how much you have to spend. So I kind of broke that down as well. So if you were to spend $200,000 in the year, you'd have to spend $547 a day, approximately per week. That would be about 39.46. If these numbers, I'm having trouble reading them because all the paper messed it up. But per month, it would be about $16,666. So for 300K, we're going to be looking at $821 a day, about $5,769.23. And then for per month, it looks like that's 25,000. Yeah, it's pretty, seems about right. And then I think it might be closer maybe to like 350. It really just depends. So you'd have to spend a day about $1,095. Per week, we're looking at $7,826.65. And per month, about $29,166. So that is basically the math you'd have to do to get to $1 million in sales on Amazon and how much you'd have to potentially spend. Now, again, this all depends on the price of the items you sell. I have items that I'm selling for $60 or $70 right now. I also have items that sell in the $12 to $15 range. But having these numbers in place really kind of sets, in my mind, what I'd have to be doing per month, per week. And it just really is like, okay, like if you want to hit these numbers, here's the math. Again, yeah, some of the stuff is seasonal, but it's still super helpful to know where I'm at in the process. Am I ahead? Am I behind? This year I was just like, oh, I'm like 60,000 away from the goal. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen just based on everything that's going on. A lot of stuff got stuck in warehouses that I'm selling in Q4. Nothing I can do about that. Just next year got to be earlier. But that is kind of the math, guys. Like that's what you'd have to do $1 million in sales. To recap, it would be about $2,739 a day. Per week, you need to do $19,178. And per month, it'd be $83,333. So that's the math, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you really think those were the numbers? Obviously, it's math, but in your head, you're like, oh, yeah, I could definitely do $1 million. And you kind of go on this path, and since you don't exactly know what you have to be doing, you don't hit it. So I just kind of want to break that down for you and for myself. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.